All right, everyone, welcome back. Get ready for our deep dive recap of Sanctuary Beyond the Veil.
Yeah.
Meets 48 through 52.
Yeah.
And Meet 53 is coming up quick.
Yeah.
So we figured we'd do a little refresher.
Absolutely.
A little pregame warm-up.
Get the gears turning.
Get those memories flowing. We've got DM notes and session recaps, so
Let's go.
let's jump in.
What's really fascinating here is just the sheer distance that you all have covered, both physically and emotionally. I mean, from the shadowy depths of the Shadowfell to the breathtaking heights of the Dominion of Destiny. You guys have faced challenges that would break lesser heroes, I'll tell you.
No kidding. Okay, so let's rewind all the way back to Meet 48. You found yourselves navigating the Shadowfell in your souped-up vehicle, pushing towards the mysterious Remindery. Remember that.
Ah, yes.
But your journey took kind of an unexpected turn, didn't it, when you encountered the Sword of Damocles?
Yeah, he wasn't just some random encounter. The Sword of Damocles was a formidable foe, let me tell you. A hellish mercenary who wielded a flaming sword and commanded a pack of shadow mastiffs. He really pushed you all to your limits, forcing you to strategize and adapt to his aggressive tactics.
But you didn't just survive. You outsmarted him. Remember how you trapped his whereat accomplice in an orb of holding?
Yeah.
That was some quick thinking on your feet right there.
Very clever.
It's those clever tactics that have allowed you to overcome so many obstacles.
Yeah, and speaking of that captured whereat, he might prove to be a valuable asset later on, I think, especially considering the information he might possess about the Sword of Damocles and his motives.
Ooh, that's a good point. We'll have to see. Okay, moving on to Meet 49 and the Remindery. This place was like a factory for petrogolems, these massive constructs that could just wreak havoc.
Oh, yeah.
Shutting it down was critical, right?
Right.
And that's what led you to the heart of the operation, the interplanetary teleperilogist orb.
Right, and that interplanetary teleperilogist orb was a key component in the collectivist's plan. This device allowed them to control the petrogolems from a distance, making them a significant threat to Sanctuary. But the real shock came when you discovered the mastermind behind it all. Selekra M, Marcellus's long-lost brother.
Talk about a family reunion you didn't see coming. The tension in that confrontation was palpable. You had to destroy the orb, but you also had to face that heartbreaking betrayal of someone Marcellus thought he could trust.
It was a tough situation for sure. The destruction of the orb was a significant victory, no doubt, disrupting the collectivists' plans and potentially saving countless lives. However, Selekra M's death left you with more questions than answers, really. You turned to speak with Dead, right, hoping to glean some insight into his motives and the larger forces at play.
Right, so Meet 50 starts with you all trying to unravel the mysteries surrounding Fenaria, the catastrophe, and the black hole stomper. Selekra M's responses, though, they were very cryptic, weren't they? Only deep in the enigma. For example, when you asked about Fenaria, he simply whispered, "She sleeps, awaiting the final chorus."
Ooh, spooky.
Right.
Yeah, these cryptic answers suggest there's a complex web of interconnected events going on here, hinting at a larger narrative that is still unfolding. And as you were grappling with these revelations, a portal opened, remember, revealing a monstrous spider-like creature, the Conveyor. This unexpected encounter led to the devastating crash of the Cloud Sail.
Yeah, that crash, that was a major turning point. The loss of Nerio Ferdinand, the Cloud Sail's first mate, that was a heavy blow, I'm sure. And discovering Vanika's demise amidst the wreckage, that must have been devastating.
It was a real tragedy. Meet 51 was a crucible, testing your resilience in the face of tragedy. But even in the midst of loss, there was a glimmer of hope, the fusion of Everno and Vanaka, resulting in the powerful Eternicon. It demonstrated the enduring power of connection and the potential for rebirth, even in the face of death.
Yeah, it's a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there's always a chance for something extraordinary to emerge. And with time running out, you all pressed on, journeying to the awe-inspiring Dominion of Destiny. This sky-high castle, with its gravity-defying staircase of floating islands, must have been quite a sight to behold.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The Dominion of Destiny presented a series of unique challenges, each testing your intellect and resolve. You deciphered lyrical clues, navigated hidden magical effects, and ultimately reached the repository of annihilation. Your goal, of course, to deactivate the security measures surrounding the sphere of annihilation.
Right, and you showed incredible ingenuity. And let's not forget Diala's encounter with the Rajorian Gate. Seems like fate has a way of adding unexpected twists to your journey, huh?
It really does. Diala's interaction with the Rajorian Gate, that's a fascinating development. It raises questions about the potential consequences of his actions and the long-term impact they might have on his fate.
Definitely something to keep an eye on. Okay, so Meet 52 sees you navigating the Dominion of Destiny. with even greater urgency now. You successfully deactivated the security measures surrounding the Sphere of Annihilation, in the Repository of Annihilation. But then the Bridge of Eternal End, that pushed you all to confront your deepest fears and vulnerabilities.
It did. The Bridge of Eternal End was a test of your inner strength. Facing those fears head on, that couldn't have been easy. How did this experience change your perception of yourselves and your companions? Did it reveal hidden strengths or vulnerabilities that you weren't aware of before?
From there, you braved the perilous chamber of planar convergence, where you skillfully deactivated the planar pylons, freeing the Sphere of Annihilation. But it came at a cost, didn't it? Eris's near-fatal encounter with the Sphere was a stark reminder of the risks you're all taking.
It was. Diallo's quick thinking in that moment was crucial, though. His actions demonstrate the importance of teamwork and the strength you find in one another. The acquisition of the Sphere of Annihilation, that marks a turning point in your journey. This artifact is incredibly powerful, capable of both creation and destruction. Your decision on how to use it will have far-reaching consequences.
And so, with the Sphere of Annihilation in your possession, you bravely teleported to the coordinates, where the confrontation awaits.
A bold move, one that could determine the fate of Sanctuary itself. Alcientar's contingency still hangs in the balance, and the countdown to darkness continues. The confrontation is a force unlike anything you've encountered before. I mean, it represents the culmination of the Calamity's power, you know. A manifestation of chaos and destruction that threatens to consume all of Sanctuary.
You've come so far, faced countless challenges, and made sacrifices that few could comprehend. But the fight, it isn't over yet. In fact, it feels like it's just beginning. As you prepare to face the confrontation, I think it's worth reflecting on the incredible journey that brought you here.
Yeah, absolutely. Your journey through the Shadowfell, the encounter with the Sword of Damocles, the discovery of the Remindery and Celicra M's betrayal, these experiences have shaped you, tested your limits, and revealed the depths of your courage and compassion.
And through it all, you've relied on each other, haven't you? Leveraging your unique skills and perspectives. Let's take a moment to really appreciate
Yeah.
the incredible team you've assembled.
Sure.
We're talking about a group of heroes
Yeah.
who faced down
Right.
cosmic horrors,
Totally.
ventured into other dimensions,
He's wild.
and stared death in the face
Oh, yeah. More than once.
more than once.
Yeah.
What I find so fascinating is how each of you
Right.
has brought something so unique to the table.
Yeah.
You've created this synergy that's
It's true.
far greater than the sum of your parts.
Absolutely. Like, you've got Eris.
She's got this whole leadership thing kind of thrust upon her,
Right.
and she's grappling with this powerful lineage, daughter of Adeline Panacera and Dasterian Corel, descendant of Sanctuary's founders.
Oh, yeah. And let's be honest.
Oh, yeah.
She's a force of nature on
In
the
battle.
battlefield.
Her abilities have
Mhm.
proven invaluable.
Yeah. Especially against enemies who rely on deception.
Oh, for
Or brute force.
Right.
She's a master strategist,
Oh, yeah.
always thinking several steps ahead.
Yeah.
And her understanding of enchantment magic
Right.
allows her to exploit weaknesses
For sure.
that others might miss.
Absolutely. And then there's Diallo.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about a comeback story.
I know it.
After decades in the Feywild, he returns with this incredible depth of wisdom,
Yeah.
and divination magic.
It's powerful stuff.
He's guided you through some truly treacherous
Oh, yeah.
situations,
Absolutely.
using his foresight to anticipate danger
Mhm.
and navigate the unknown.
Diala's time in the Feywild
Yeah.
clearly honed his skills, but it also forced him to confront his past choices.
Right.
The weight of those decisions,
Hmm.
the consequences he faced, have shaped him into a leader
Oh,
who
wow.
understands the true cost of this conflict.
That's so true. And let's not forget the brilliant mind
Yeah.
of Professor Marcellus.
Incredible.
I mean, this guy can
Oh.
tinker his way out of almost anything.
I know
His artificer skills have saved the day
countless times.
countless times.
Yeah.
From crafting ingenious gadgets
Oh, yeah.
to repurposing everyday objects
True.
into weapons of surprising power.
Marcellus's ingenuity
Right.
is remarkable.
Yeah,
But what truly stands out to me is his adaptability.
totally.
He's not limited to a specific set of tools or techniques.
He's not.
He sees potential in everything around him.
It's amazing.
That kind of creative problem solving
Right.
is going to be essential
Yeah,
in the fight against the Calamity.
totally. Speaking of essential,
Right.
how could we forget Kale?
Oh,
stoic warrior
yeah.
who's always ready to face down any threat.
That's right.
His strength and combat skills
Yeah,
are legendary,
Yeah,
making him the team's unwavering shield,
absolutely.
whether battling undead hordes or standing firm against overwhelming force.
Yeah.
He's the epitome of resilience.
Kale's dedication to
Yeah.
protecting those he cares about
Mm-hmm.
is truly inspiring.
Yeah.
He's faced immense personal loss,
Right.
yet he channels that pain into a fierce determination to
Yeah.
safeguard his allies.
Oh, wow.
He understands that true strength isn't just about physical power,
It's not.
it's about the unwavering will to protect those you love.
Take Moish, for example.
Oh, mush.
His dedication to the fight.
We've seen him pull off some incredibly unexpected moves in the past.
Like what?
Oh, gosh. Well, that time with Selekra M in the Remindery.
Oh, yeah.
Genius.
Right. Who knew a bed could be such an effective weapon?
Right.
I mean, it's that kind of out-of-the-box thinking that makes Mosh
Exactly.
such a valuable asset to the team. So Mosh is bringing the chaos, and then we can't forget about Baron, his steadfast companion,
Right.
sentient flower.
Sentient flower, but don't let that fool you.
Right.
He's got a surprisingly fierce loyalty.
Yes, he does.
And a knack for offering sage advice when things get tough.
Yeah.
And who wouldn't want a giant sentient flower
Right.
watching their back in a fight?
Come on.
Right.
Yeah.
And his love for belting out Holiday Road
Oh,
in the middle of a crisis.
it's the best.
It's those little moments of joy,
Right.
of shared laughter
Yeah.
that remind us that even in the darkest of times,
Mm-hmm.
there's still light to be found.
Absolutely. It's
Yeah.
that light, that unwavering spirit that's going to carry you through to the end.
We've touched on this before,
Okay.
but I think it's worth emphasizing.
Yeah,
Each of you has grown so much
that's true.
since embarking on this journey.
Absolutely.
You've faced challenges that would break lesser beings,
Yeah.
yet you've emerged stronger,
Mm-hmm.
wiser, and more determined than ever before.
Eris is a perfect example from the
Super.
tragedy of losing her father
Oh, yeah.
to the relentless pursuit of power
Right.
by those who sought to exploit her. She's walked through fire
Cheers.
and emerged as a beacon of resilience.
She could easily succumb to grief and anger,
For sure.
but instead, she chose to channel those
She
emotions
did.
into a force for good.
Powerful.
Her growth as a mage is impressive,
It really is.
but her evolution as a person, as a leader,
I know.
is truly inspiring.
And Diala's transformation
Oh, yeah.
has been equally profound.
Right.
His time in the Feywild
Yeah.
forced him to confront not only the consequences of his past actions,
Right.
but also the deeper meaning of responsibility.
Oh, wow.
He's returned,
Yeah.
not just as a powerful mage,
And more than that.
but as a guide,
Yeah.
a mentor,
Mm.
a source of wisdom and strength for the
Hilarious.
entire team.
And what about Kale? Let's talk about a character arc.
Oh, yeah.
He's gone from a fierce protector of his tribe
Yeah, I know it.
to a champion for all of Sanctuary.
He has.
He's learned that true strength lies not in isolation,
It doesn't.
but in unity,
Mm.
in standing shoulder to shoulder
Yeah.
with those who share your values.
His journey reminds us that the greatest battles are often fought
Oh, wow.
within ourselves.
That's deep.
It's the struggle to overcome our own
Nah,
doubts, our
right.
own fears
Mhm.
that truly defines us.
And Marcellus, with his boundless enthusiasm
Oh, Marcellus.
and endless tinkering,
I know it.
he's learned that progress isn't always a straight line.
It's not.
There are setbacks,
Mhm.
unintended consequences,
Right.
and the ever-present temptation
Yeah.
to use knowledge for personal gain.
For sure.
He's chosen a different path,
He has.
a path of service,
Right.
of using his ingenuity
Yeah.
to protect those who need it most.
His unwavering optimism.
All right.
His belief in the power of innovation
Mhm.
to make the world a better place
Yeah.
is a powerful antidote
Yet.
to the cynicism and despair
Right.
that often accompany such
Yeah.
a monumental struggle.
And Kalusar,
Kalusar.
with his deep connection to nature
Mhm.
and his evolving understanding of fate,
Right.
he's embraced the paradox of choice
Mm-hmm.
within destiny.
He has.
He sees the grand tapestry of the universe,
Yeah.
the intricate web of cause and effect,
Mm-hmm.
yet he also understands that even the smallest actions can have profound consequences.
His journey highlights
Yeah.
the interconnectedness of all things.
Right.
The delicate balance between fate and free will.
That's a good point.
And it reminds us that even in a world seemingly governed by destiny,
Right.
we still have the power to choose our path
Yeah.
to shape our own futures.
And as you prepare to face the calamity,
Okay.
remember that you're not just carrying the weight of Sanctuary on your shoulders.
You're carrying so much more.
You're carrying the hopes and dreams of
Yeah.
everyone who believes in you.
You've come so far,
Totally.
overcome so much, grown in ways you never could have imagined.
Right.
Now it's time to take everything you've learned,
Yeah.
all the strength you've gained,
Mm-hmm.
and unleash it against the darkness.
You are a force of nature,
Absolutely.
a beacon of hope in a world desperate for light.
Remember who you are,
Right.
what you stand for, and
Right.
the incredible power that
Yeah.
resides within each of you.
The fate of Sanctuary rests in your hands.
It does. Go forth, heroes. Wow.
And may the echoes of your courage
Mhm.
resound throughout the ages.
We'll be right here,
We will.
cheering you on every step of the way.
You got this.
Now go make history. And ultimately reach the repository of annihilation. Your goal, of course, to deactivate the security measures surrounding the sphere of annihilation.
Right, and you showed incredible ingenuity in overcoming the repository's challenges. Remember how you used, remember that time you used that, what was it? That specific tactic you used to bypass one of the traps? It was pure brilliance.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
You've relied on each other, haven't you? Leveraging your unique skills and perspectives. To overcome these seemingly insurmountable obstacles, think back to that moment when, what was it? You know, when you all worked together to, I can't remember the specifics right now, but there was this one time where you perfectly demonstrated how your individual strengths combine. What can you tell us about Fenaria and how she became this force of destruction known as the Catastrophe?
So Fenaria, she was once an ordinary woman.
Okay.
Think about the potential synergy
Okay.
Everno's raw power,
Right.
combined with Vanaka's intricate understanding of arcane mechanics,
Yeah.
could lead to innovations we can't even imagine.
It's like they've combined the brain of Tony Stark with the brawn of, well, a dragon.
Right.
That's next level stuff. Imagine Eternakan hacking into the Dominion's mainframe like a magical Neo in the Matrix. Right. It's like that old saying,
Right.
if all you have is a hammer,
Yeah,
everything looks like a nail.
exactly.
But sometimes you need a hammer to smash a particularly nasty nail,
Right.
even if it means
Worse.
causing some collateral damage.
Yeah.
So as you head into Meet 53, remember this: the fate of Sanctuary rests in your hands. Choose wisely, fight bravely, and never give up hope.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
And hey, if you happen to encounter Nicolas Cage along the way, well, that's just a bonus.